Hey everybody, here doing this quick review of this Redragon K580 VAT mechanical keyboard. I picked this one up actually quite a couple years ago. I think it was probably at the height of COVID at this point, but it feels like a long time ago, right? But I think I picked it around for around 50 bucks or so on a Prime deal. I really wanted a mechanical keyboard, and this was the first time I'd ever gotten one. And Redragon seemed like a good entry into the mechanical keyboard space with some customizability. It was nice and slender. It's got some nice details. It's got the little volume roller over here, and you got buttons and whatnot, and some macro keys up here as well. So I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I picked this one up, and I was really satisfied with it for the longest time. It's got a nice, solid, I believe this is an aluminum build on the top, not 100% sure, but it's real nice, got a great layout and everything. And the cable, unfortunately, is non-detachable. That got to me pretty quick. It was pretty annoying at times, but the cable does already come pre-attached with a nice cable management tie here. And let's go ahead and plug this one in and show you how it works. All right, so now we've got that all plugged in. You can see the little light show it does for you, and it lights up. I did find myself connecting and disconnecting this one a lot because I would change keyboards or like my work setup or whatnot, and it doesn't do a great job at remembering what your last preset was. So the app for the computer is not too bad, but it's not the best. It looks like it was made in the 90s and then just never updated. But it works. It gets the job done. So here, let me switch it up to something else. So you can see their normal, ripple. I used to, for the most part, like this like flowy one. Breathing is quite nice too, but yeah, you can do some customizability, but it wasn't that great. And so you've got the macro keys up here. Unfortunately, this scroll, I didn't really care for it at the time, but the more newer like keyboards that keep coming out, you can actually like click on this roller here, and this one you can't, but it gets the job done. And you've got all your keys and everything here. So honestly, I liked it for during the time that I had it. I think I have this set up in the blue switches. So very clicky, very loud and audible, and it's got a nice actuation point that you can feel. And here, actually, I might just disconnect it right now that we can just hear the keys itself. Now, as much as I like that, I eventually did grow kind of tired of it, especially when gaming. And it's something that I really thought I would enjoy using all the time, but unfortunately grew old kind of quick. And I'll demonstrate what I have now, which is my Razer Black Widow Mini over here. And this is yellow linear, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I should probably disconnect that as well. As opposed to I'm no keyboard junkie, but you can tell the difference. Is loud, clicky, and you can hear I believe when it bottoms out, as opposed to this one over here. It's just, this to me had just such a more satisfying click. It just sounds clean as opposed to this here a clack. I think this is fun, and what people like when they think of mechanical keyboards kind of want to hear this. And I was in that that spectrum as well, but as soon as I was able to get my hands on this, I was like, no, I fell in love with this way more, and I also found that I enjoyed having more room on my desk with a 65% keyboard. Again, you can get this in like any other size, but yeah, overall the Redragon was a good entry point into the mechanical keyboard space. They do have despite them being, I guess, maybe a smaller brand. I don't know how big they are, but they do have very good customer service. I think one of these feet had broken from the little hinge area up here, and there was just no way of getting it back in there. And so I took my chances, and I reached out to them, and they got back to me very quick. They did tell me that it was going to take a month or two to get them out, just because they were so tiny, and they were not going to pay for expedited shipping because it's such a small product. But they eventually did get them out to me, and they actually sent me two. So I was able to replace it, and it never broke again after that. And yeah, I was very satisfied with their customer service. So A+ for that. Yeah, definitely recommend this keyboard if you're looking for something cheap and easy to get into the mechanical space. Yeah, from there, you might learn what you do like, what you don't like, but at least you can spend a fortune on a mechanical keyboard. So you're not going to find anything crazy or special about this, but it's got the features that you might want from a mechanical keyboard with some customization when it comes to the RGB. So pretty cool keyboard. Check it out.